face my fears for your entertainment. And I'm happy to announce
I also avoid them, but that isn't what this is. This is a movie, and this character guy is playing one of these big, obnoxious YouTuber types. Okay, yeah, the premise is this big YouTuber guy does some shit, does some stunts that people don't like, and he gets canceled or something, and he's trying to get back on top, trying to get his monetization back, so he goes and spends time in a haunted house. And that's the premise of the movie, and that's all I know about it. So here we go. So far, I'd say it's starting off pretty accurately. If he fooled you, then that means he's doing a good job, right? He totally looks like one of those douchebags. 100%.
faced them all. Not. There is one fear that I haven't yet faced.
Even the editing.
More than cops.
You're a douchebag, but I still love you. Mom, if my mom called me a douchebag, I'd feel like such a fucking failure. Your own mother sees through your disguise. In October of 2022, a beloved internet personality disappeared in a house near Payson, Utah, while broadcasting a live event. A year later, this footage was found. And of course,
Welcome to the Wrath of Sean. These shirts are Sean Carpenter's Halloween.
Ugh.
Available now.
Stupid ass.
I need to remove any temptation of an easy exit.
What if you break a leg, idiot?
I know me. The stick man.
Pause real quick. I just want to say, after that awful fake scream that he did, here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that once shit starts getting real, he's gonna drop the act. And it's not gonna be this thing where he's like fake YouTuber guy through the whole thing. Did I say YouTuber? Because if he's just this through the whole thing, I ain't about it. I actually like the conceit. I usually don't like found footage movies, but the way they're setting it up, it at least makes sense. Horror comedy, for sure. The thumbnail, when you go to select the movie, it's him lying there with like a ghost hand picking his nose. So I know it's going to be like that kind of a movie, but still, I heard that it's supposed to be legitimately scary too, so I guess we'll see. I kind of like how they don't say explicitly what he did, like which prank was the prank that pissed everybody off. Like, oh god. But you can just assume by his character that he's a massive douche. Come on, Dre, hasn't even got started yet. Come on now. He's supposed to be bad. That's a possibility, but they don't hang out so much in the woods. The homeless meth heads tend to hang around in town where they can get meth.
Oh, gross.
That's the type of shit you would definitely see in a haunted house. You would see people's leftover gear. That's authentic. Yeah, I mean, maybe a recent murder-suicide, but like,
I think something is
the way I see it, everywhere you walk, potential death has occurred.
Now for the ghost evidence.
They say most people who die at home die in their bathroom, so you can guarantee, you know, if you live in a very old house, anytime you use the bathroom, ghosts are watching you pee. You're the first people to live in your house. That's cool. But think about this. Soil is made up of dead things.
The last death that I could find happened in this bathtub.
No?
In 1955.
It's true, though.
Okay, let's get some proper
Step on it.
Shall we?
Desecrate it in some way.
What happened to Mildred? No! I gotta keep you guys watching all night.
She hung herself.
Should I be offended that clowns wear white face? I'm always out of touch with the rules on these things.
Dear clown. I don't know if you can hear it without headphones, but the sound is really good on this. Sorry, the way you ran. It's fantastic.
Well, speaking of cysts, I used to date this girl that had a cyst in her forearm. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it still gave me the heebies. Now my memories have exaggerated over time.
It doesn't matter whatever she was like, she was doing you a favor by dating you. The ghost walks how I walk. Some of the messages are fun. Somebody said he looked like a rabbi. So far, his character hasn't changed, and that's That's a bad sign to me. If he's not going to get serious and this is just going to be him through the whole fucking thing, PewDiePie is going to somehow make a guest appearance. Maybe he's one of the ghosts. Oh man, we got to look at the inside of the pee bucket. That shit looked brown.
Serious? Oh.
Chrissy is Mildred. I'm calling it right now.
Are you fansplaining to me right now? I know what I'm doing.
Please don't let that be a real term.
There it is.
I think it would be fun if he's like being punked by, like he did some really sexist prank.
Okay, well, new rule.
So now she's like part of this group of feminist YouTubers who are really mean, and they bully him to death. That'd be a fun, fun switch.
There right now.
Okay, so then, because manspreading is a thing, can fan spreading also be a thing? They want to make this challenge hard. He should include, like, sleeping on the bed. I haven't seen one cobweb. Loot box. Relatively newish clothes.
There's probably money in here.
What a douche.
Do you think some of this...
Repeat after me. Hungry Ego TV Anima Mea.
Okay, fine.
Hungry TP anime? It was probably something like, hey ghosts, come back to life and kick the shit out of us. Hungy May, Tay in the pay.
She's not braver than me. She's just trying to get out more board game.
I'm really hoping shit pops off soon. I like how you can hear a mouse fart upstairs, but when there's another person in the house and they're walking up, you know,
Chrissy?
they're walking on the second floor and shit, he doesn't hear anything. Nobody hears anybody talk, nothing.
Chrissy!
That's good craftsmanship. Thick walls. Thick ceilings.
No!
Do you live here?
Then how did you get in?
Are you dead? I'd donate some Twitch bits for that.
I killed her.
She ain't gonna be there. Good. I'm glad they spun it this way. It would have been really lame if it was like, she's just the super fan, you know? Can you imagine if you're like the biggest PewDiePie fan or something? And then he stabs you in the throat? Here's what I don't like. Obviously, some real shit has apparently happened. He's still doing the YouTuber personality. Nobody acts like that in real life. It's a put on. We're not seeing any like real character development with him. He's the only way I'll come around on it is if at some point Chrissy pops out again and they're like, you know, she's part of a joke. We were playing a prank. Otherwise, yeah, maybe get a different actor. Better actor. Instead of the guy who wrote and directed it. I don't know. We'll see. It's just an early problem I'm having so far. Not early, I guess. We're halfway through. You gotta play the shit straight. Even when you're trying to do comedy, it's funnier if the actors play the shit straight. The ghost doesn't look scary, but they're pulling some Evil Dead style slapstick. So I don't know how to feel about it. It's no tapioca girl. Oh no, your nose was marked. She looks like the wife from RE72. Not nearly as annoying. She doesn't have Capcom teeth either. Capcom teeth? You know what Capcom teeth are. Come on. It's Grandpa. He wears no pants around the house, alright? He pays the rent. He can do what he wants. I'm like a mouse. Yeah, I don't think I've found anything organically funny yet. I liked it when the one person in the comments called him a rabbi. It really feels like they're trying to do an Evil Dead thing. He just doesn't have the charisma of Bruce Campbell to pull it off. How's your dick? If I jumped out of a 2-story building, that'd still be the first thing I'd be concerned about. I'm pregnant. I'm having a hard time focusing on the movie because I keep reading the comments. My dad says you're an idiot was the last one I read. You don't need a dick, really. It's more convenient for peeing standing up. That's for sure. No offense, but I'd hate to have to sit down every time I needed to piss. I guess they sell those funnel things now, don't they, for ladies? Where y'all can just, sort of crab squat and some sort of urethral hose. I'm talking about modern methods of pissing instead of paying attention to this scary/funny question mark movie. Is that a golem? There's Smeagol's in the trees.
Are you Sean Ruddy?
Oh my god, it's a guy who looks like that guy. Bargain Basement Sam Elliott. He looks high as fuck, too. I like the lonely Slim Jim. Manifest a ghost mechanic to help you put your spark plugs back in. They showed the Slim Jim. That's Chekhov's Slim Jim. They were going to have to use it. I certainly hope that it is. An elaborate prank that involves biting his cock.
To keep her powers at bay.
Okay, the children are bad actors and the old people are bad actors also.
Ah! He's coming! Ah!
Looked like he was waiting for his cue to move.
Tater gun. Potatoes. Come on! This looks like some kind of ritual.
Yeah, and he's gonna do it.
Remember when I did that sewer surfing video and I started singing Surfing USA? Well, the Beach Boys record label put a copy strike on it and claimed all my money for that video.
Mm-hmm.
What if I put a copy strike on Mildred? I could get my soul back.
By selling it to the devil like what she did. That makes a lot of
These
sense.
words for me.
See, all of these things can be forgiven, though, because it's in the context of being a comedy. But the problem is, I ain't fucking laughing. Are you guys laughing? Is this shit funny to y'all? I think it would be infinitely more funny if he was, like, totally serious about it. It was almost funny when she bit his dick, but now they're pretending that didn't happen. Feet in the background, did y'all see that? Like, didn't he already stab her in the neck before? Mostly through the messages. I'm so hot for Millie. Okay, somebody likes big ghost asses. But like, they're taking the piss out of him as well. So it's like the movie's self-aware. I don't know if that does it any justice, though. It's like a thing where, you know, it's okay if we're doing something bad because we're aware we're doing something bad. So that makes it excusable or good.
I'd like to dedicate this broadcast to the blacks and Mexicans. This is for you.
I'm sure they're all saying thanks. Yeah, that's a joke because it looks like a middle finger, right? Should have been a sex pervert. Who's to say he isn't? It's kind of cute. That is something I will say. I like that they're not all just ghosts. They got some creepy creatures as well.
You come get me!
You come get me!
Opposite!
I was just about to say no you.
I have the internet! There's a lot of nice people on the internet that like to help! No.
I mean, clearly,
No.
she knows what the internet is if she was able to impersonate a fan. Ghosts have internet access. That's interesting. They're just floating around in the Wi-Fi signals, I guess. He has glaucoma now.
But if there's one thing the movies have taught me, it's that holy water will fuck.
Tapioca, finally. More of a custard, maybe? I don't know. Oh no, she's re-dead. Again. Bite her cock.
Wait.
They're totally trying to do like an Evil Dead thing, but it's just subpar. God damn, stop drinking Thunder, dude. Clearly dehydrated. Yeah, indeed. I'm still not exactly sure why he's crawling like a baby. The blood's like fucking tomato soup. Oh, and she fell into cherry Kool-Aid. Yeah, now you're a ghost or something. I gotta admit, all the little puppety faces, they're fun. See, that was fucking Smeagol. You missed it. That was totally fucking Smeagol. Oh my god, that was not good. Tell me that is not, hey, let's just make Gollum. And that is the exact fucking mouth. Right down to the teeth. He's got the same amount of teeth in his fucking grill. That is the conclusion to this movie. I was just singing the praises of the monster effects too. I mean, obviously the little kid had a hand puppet. I know, it looks silly, but I kind of like that sort of thing. It would have worked in another kind of a movie, but... Oh, he legitimately did do the music, okay. It's not the worst. I've heard worse synthwave. Biggest problem? The biggest problem that you can have with the comedy, you just didn't think it was funny. And, again, it's a subjective thing, just like, I don't think that's a valid criticism. You know, I can say that I didn't think it was funny, and that's why it mostly failed for me. In fact, I could forgive pretty much everything else. The little puppety monster oddballs were fun. They were literally just like, hey, we've seen Evil Dead 2. Every aspect of this movie is like well-traveled territory. Even though I was able to take a guess at what was going to happen, I was still pleasantly surprised that they had that little switch up there and Chrissy ended up not being who you thought she was. At least they did something and they didn't keep it a completely, let's do the most obvious thing sort of a plot. Fuck, man. They needed a better actor. When you're already like a fake personality mugging for the camera bitch, it just doesn't work whenever things try to get like serious. It's just, and then pretty much all the weight falls on the jokes. And if the jokes fall flat, then what do you got? You got nothing. Fuck, man. They needed a better movie. Well, I'm saying you can take any concept, and if you write it well, and you have somebody who's a competent fucking actor, it can be okay. It can be good. It's really hard to be fucking funny. I hate to keep coming back to that, but man, since that's what they rested all their chips on, I guess that's how I have to judge it, whether or not I found it funny. I can't make a judgment on whether or not I found it scary, because I really don't think they were trying to be scary, were they? Was anybody scared? Oh, that's one good thing I will say. I was wearing headphones, obviously, and I did like it when, like earlier when it was all dark and you heard Mildred talking, she said his name and it came in one can, and then she said, I have someone you should meet in the other can. And that kind of stuff, the little attention to detail, that was fun. The sounds were fun. Underutilized. Yeah, fuck. Okay, I guess I give this a rating, right? 2. Sad, man. I mean, maybe the character wasn't supposed to change. Maybe he was just supposed to be the douchebag through the whole movie, but I don't see how that's entertaining or endearing or anything like that. Like, you take Evil Dead for an example, the thing that they're obviously like emulating hardcore, and you look at a character like Ash. Ash is a douchebag. He's an idiot, sure, but I mean, he changes throughout his experience. He starts off as, you know, just a regular douchebag, and then he becomes kind of like a heroic douchebag. So it works. There's some sort of development. This guy, I don't know, man. Chalk it all up to personal taste as always, but yeah, it gets a 2 from me. Not good.
It's best to drill.